Yo, what is going on YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we're talking about the patch, and no, we're not talking about balance. We're talking about the effect of the patch that it's had on the game. So far, it's been a little 50-50. Some people have said that they're having a lot of issues with the game, more bugs than before. New AMA don't feel that smooth, yada yada, stuff like that. And it's brought us into this little crossroad of, well, Hyra said they need 3 weeks for patches. After 3 weeks, this is the patch we get. A lot of bugs being added with these new things. Is that an issue? What's the problem? Why is it taking so long to add these things and then they're not even ready? Well, I just wanted to take a look at a few of the tweets and talk about a little bit about this patch. So yesterday, the patch dropped. Today at 11:08 a.m., so about 24 hours later, they released a hotfix addressing the following issues: Nice Ultimate, Oni Hunter's Garb, Soul Gem, and then several crashes. So a lot of issues being affected, and Hyras is trying to fix them as fast as they can. These are the ones that they end up fixing 24 hours later. About 5 hours after that one, they rolled out another server hotfix. Fixed an ultimate issue with Fenrir and having him re-enabled for play, and addressing an issue causing players to load into match lobby with no gods available for selection. So before those went live yesterday, Polar Bear Mike tweeted, "Not trying to dogpile on the patch, but I'd much rather wait for content than receive it in bug states. I know a lot of what is going on and it's early, but you really lose a lot of progression and polish when the new patch feels buggier than the old one. Just my perspective." That's what Mike said. And this was echoed a lot. 130 likes. A lot of people kind of agree. A lot of the comments are mostly agreeing. But I get it. It makes sense. And I think the biggest issue is there was a good amount of bugs during playtest that were talked about that just kind of got pushed with the patch anyway. I think there needs to be a different stepstones process that Hyras needs to take if they're allowing us to test the patch early. If they're not allowing us to test the patch early, they're just putting the patch out. They're trying to test internally as much as they can, and then things that they can fix, they'll fix. That's different. I think it makes a lot more sense to try and bring out as many things as possible, test them as much as you can, and then release it. Have the thousands of people test the game, try it, have them find these bugs, and then they can add them in. Because as much as you think, does Hyras even play their own game? How did they not catch this? There is a lot of things to catch. There's a lot of things. I'm all for shitting on Hyras when they do things wrong, but catching bugs is one of the hardest parts of adding all this code in together and doing all these things. They're not going to be able to test every interaction with Alma and every spot she's dashing and Nua and every time she uses her 2 and where she places it and how they dash. There's too many things to test with that. You just have to do as many as you can. Do some obvious ones, like every time Nua 1s does her mist go out. Obviously that's pretty basic stuff and that should be tested and found out. But does Nua 1, if it stacks with another Nua 1, does it bug out? Stuff like that, these specific interactions that are causing bugs. That's not on Hyras. It's not something that they should be able to test out as many things as they can. I do get it. I know it's frustrating. Bugs frustrate me also, but the only ones that are really big issues, in my opinion, are the bugs that are found out after PTS. So I think it should just go a little bit more something like show patch. PTS, the patch, try it out, flash test, whatever you want to call it. Try it out. Try to catch as many bugs as you can, fix as many as you can leading into that patch. It felt like, and I'm not saying, I'm not talking to Hyras, I didn't talk to them before this, but it felt like for the most part, they actually avoided fixing any bugs, and it was just, here, try this patch that's coming Tuesday. We're not going to change anything. And then they added Tuesday. That I think is a negative, because what is the point of the flash test? It doesn't make any sense. If they need to push the patch day or the day that it's downloading to Wednesday or whatever, sure, do that. If you don't want to do the flash tests and you just are dropping it no matter what, just don't do the flash tests. Or even release the patch a little bit earlier, flash test it a little bit earlier so you can still drop it on that Tuesday, but fix some of the bugs. But I just think it's a little stupid to get heated over bugs that are specific. Specific interactions I think are difficult to catch, and you can't expect Hyras to catch all of them. But again, I want to show you guys this. 24 hours, Hyras is trying to fix as many things as possible. Fixing crashes. This is probably one of the biggest ones. Fixing issues where you're not able to select gods, which that makes it seem like it's bigger and happening a lot more than you'd expect. And that's not even talking about the Discord. There's a Discord that content creators have complete access to Hyras, can add them for specific issues, can literally contact the person in charge of whatever that they have an issue with and kind of talk to them about it and be like, yo, this is bugged or this doesn't feel good. And you will see that a lot. It is happening a lot. There's things like I said, rather specific things like, Alma third auto attack feels a little bit slow. Thoughts on that? Oh, it's not the actual auto, it's the audio. The audio makes it sound like it's a little bit slower. There are specific things like that where content creators having access to those issues allow them just to get to high res a little bit quicker and fix those bugs. I mean, they're technically bugs, but they're not like crash bugs or anything like that. But I mean, they're technically bugs. But there's just a lot of that goes into making a game. And again, I get high-res rushed the game. I agree. High-res definitely rushed Smite 2. They're putting a lot of pressure on the game that's not really that ready. I think they're trying to hurry up and push as many things as possible that they can because of the timeline they set themselves at. But this patch, I think, was an overall negative. I will agree. But if we look at it compared to the first patch and how many things that changed, I've got a good feeling that high-res is going to be able to fix most of these bugs. It's not the end of the world. Is it a bad patch that hopefully we can look back on and be like, that sucked, but who cares? On to the next one. The next one was good. Because there was a lot of positives with this patch also. Balance-wise, meh. Balance-wise, it was a strange patch, but like the ranked changes were awesome. The map changes were awesome. Some of the balance to the actual conquest map was awesome, like the gold and stuff like that. There was a bunch of awesome things, but there are just like bugs that are going to get added into it. And especially when you're adding so many things in a patch, there's going to be bugs. I don't know. This is more ranty than I wanted it to be, but it was just, I saw it a lot on my Twitter timeline and in the Discord, and there was a lot of things that I was reading, and it was like, I get it, but we have access to high res directly. We can kind of talk to them about it. And I know it's frustrating. I get wanting to vent. I've vented before. I've tweeted before. Just a funny tweet that I remember is this one that I did. Because, you know, sometimes you just got to vent. I was not happy. Did I probably do this as well as I should have? Probably not. So I get venting. There's just, we have access to high res. We can talk to them, tell them what we have an issue with. What a different time this was, though. Teaming with the Scream, heads up, we got a game tomorrow. Should have came to the movies. Different times, but great times. But yeah, that's all this is about. There is going to be issues with the game. Again, I'm having fun. I don't get it. Is it the best game in the world? Probably not, but I'm enjoying it. And that's what matters. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have fun watching it. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace. After 90 Smite streams on 100 days, my mental is finally cracked. Dog shit servers, dog shit tank items, OP hybrid items, shit ranked teammates, broken fucking mages, leaderboards are broken for the 28th month in a row, solos, dog shit boring.